Natural Soul Rhythm with Malaya. Take one, marker.
Beautiful soulmates of Natural Soul Rhythm, I am here with Malaya, and I'm going to be interviewing the fabulous singer. Hello.
Hi.
What's poppin'?
Nothing.
What's Gucci?
Okay.
You look cute. You look good.
Thank you, man. I decided to throw some clothes on. All the grace.
I'm so proud of you.
Really?
That's how you put it up.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, because I usually don't. You know me, I usually come in like sweats and a hoodie and like.
You make it work though, because if it were me on a bummy day, I'd be like, people ask me if I'm
But
sick.
see, if you make your bummy day consistent, it turns into normality, you know?
You know what? That's a really, that's so. Write that down somewhere. That's so smart. So I guess my first question is, Miss American Idol star. Oh snap! We got a star and a half. I remember watching your videos and I didn't even realize it was you until I met you at school, and I'm like, snap! This is a girl from the show. So I guess I have to ask, like, what was your favorite part about being on the show, and like, what are some things that you like hated and some things that you love? What did you learn?
I think overall the experience was probably life-changing. Like, not to sound corny, but like, I didn't want to do music for like a main job for a long time because I didn't think I was capable until like the show, and I didn't even think I was gonna make it that far in the show. So like, when I did it and I did make it as far as I did, so after the show I was like, so I'm kind of new when it comes to like making music and stuff.
Yeah.
But I feel like the best parts were just like the experience and the exposure, and just being in a surrounding of like fast-paced entertainment. It was really exciting. I think the harder parts were that I was young.
Right.
Which is cool, like, it's a blessing, because not a lot of kids my age are doing something like that.
So I remember you're one of the youngest contestants.
Yeah, I think I'm the third youngest ever.
Yeah.
I was 15 turning 16
Right.
in the whole process. So, yeah, just being young and not really understanding wholeheartedly what was going on, because it was like, I was so in the moment of everything, like, oh yeah, I'm about to do a show, I'm about to do a tour, wardrobe, makeup, hair, da-da-da. It's like, oh, we're having fun. But it's like, I don't know, as a kid, it's like a good entertainment.
So I'm actually kind of surprised that you never thought of music being your main focus. So what made you audition for the show?
So, the real truth.
Oh, this is a good story. Right.
Yeah, I tell some people this sometimes, like if I don't know them and I'm not really trying to get deep, I'll be like, oh, it's in my dream. But like, I was 15, I was with my dad, it was summertime, and it was summertime, and I'm with him running errands because my mom was at work, so I had to be with my dad.
Okay.
Because they didn't trust me at home alone for some reason. I think I was too scared to do it.
Oh.
I've been scared like all my life, but it's okay. But we were running errands, and I just got tired of running errands with my dad all day in the scorching heat, like, and I just needed an excuse to like leave. And everybody was telling me that American Idol had stopped in Michigan. And they're like, you should go, you should go. I'm like, I don't really want to. Like, I don't feel like getting rejected because I'm so young, and I don't feel like getting all this nanny. So I was like, I'm not gonna do it. But I was so irritated with being with my dad that I lied, like, Dad, I gotta do this, like, I need to, and he's like, all right, you can go. So he took me down there, and that's why I auditioned.
So much just on a whim.
Yeah, it was on a whim, yeah.
You better hope your dad don't see this interview. He's gonna be like, damn, you didn't want to hang out with me?
But he knows that, because I was sitting in his friend's house, like, the whole time, like, it was just like, and like, his friend didn't have any kids, so it wasn't like I could, like, talk to anybody. So
Damn, no cable?
Yeah, no, like, I mean, they had cable, but I didn't have the courage to say, hey, where's the remote? Hey, what channel is this? Like,
that would be
so I'm literally I'm on the corner of the couch, like, just sitting there, like, all right, like, scrolling through my phone, like, nothing's on my phone, like, I can't do anything, like, it was bad. So.
That is so crazy that it was just like on a whim and it just happened to get in.
Yeah, that's why.
So you weren't expecting to get in?
No, I wasn't even expecting to get as far as I did. I was like, I'll probably get to like Hollywood and then get eliminated. And then it would be like top 30.
Wow.
I'll probably get to top 30 and get eliminated. Like, it was constantly
come
like,
top 8.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, it's getting kind of close.
Wild.
Yeah.
Wild.
It wasn't hard. It was weird. 'Cause at first you come from like going to class all the time and then like da 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 da. Then you go to California and there's like a requirement when you're a minor. You have to do a certain amount of hours of school a day. You have to maintain a certain grade point average. And there's like a lot of like rules and regulations. It was hard though, because I was the youngest and everybody was grown, if not grown, like end of high school. Like, they're about to graduate, whatever.
Because usually it's older people.
Yeah, usually. So I didn't really hang out with anybody. Like, and my parents were there, so I could hang out with them. But it's like, you know, you don't really want to hang out with your parents all day. Like,
Okay, my second question is that, you know, now that you're used to doing music and you're in a music school and whatever, you've been releasing a lot of your own sounds and songs. And I went on SoundCloud, I stalked you a little bit, I did. And I noticed that you use like this really pretty artwork for your covers, and I never see like you, I always see the artwork. So I'm just curious, like, why did you choose to use art to like represent your music?
Well, overall, I've always liked to do everything on my own, like just period. I don't really like asking for help until I need it, and so that I feel like it derives from that. But every time I would look for cover art for my music, I just always thought it was like whatever I would find, I thought it was corny. I hated everything I found. Like I was like, nothing fits. And so the first track that I ever painted a picture for was UU7. I call it U because it makes it a lot easier. So U, and I painted it based off of that track and the meaning of the track. So all the paintings like kind of mean like what the songs are about as well. But of course you wouldn't realize that unless you're in my head. So it's like it's all just kind of like one big thing overall. Overall, like I like to express myself because I don't know how to like this way. Like, hey, let me tell you about how I feel. So it's more so I'm very internal when it comes to my emotions sometimes. So like that's the only way I can get it out and be okay. Like if I hold it in, like I'll go insane. So like that's the only like I think the word is faucet. I don't know the word I'm looking for. Kind of means like the only route I can take for it to be okay, to get out of my system and stuff.
So look, boom, game plan, right?
Right.
If the music route doesn't work out, sell your artwork.
I know, hey, y'all trying to buy some art.
You have a really unique sound.
Thank you.
And a lot of the times when I look for NSR artists, I like am drawn to when people have their own kind of like niche in the music world, and that they're different. So you have a very different sound, and like the fact that you write your music is really cool too. But I noticed that when you put it into like a category, you use organic. So why do you use organic?
The music that I make is like it just comes from wherever, and wherever it goes is where it goes. So I don't really like to specify. Like, and it comes from me. Like, it's all usually organic.
Are you planning on releasing anytime soon?
Yeah, I'm planning on releasing my diary. It's an EP that I've been working on. I've been saying this for years, and the one thing that holds me back is like I have to be okay with how it sounds and how it looks and how it
You're
flows.
a perfectionist. You want it to be perfect.
And like I want it to be at a point that I'm satisfied, rather than like people are like, well, where is it? Because it's like even if like people are like, well, I don't really like it or da 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 da. It's like my satisfaction overall is what matters to me more than anyone else's.
Right.
So it's just taking a long time because, like you said, I'm trying my best to make it as perfect in my eyes.
Do you want to give me a sneak peek of like what it's about?
So when I write my music, I usually write from experience, and it could even be from experience from like watching a show and like writing about that, so trying to make it in my perspective. Because like, for example, I've never been to the club, but I would write a song based off a scene in like a show. Like, I just did that today, and it's just kind of funny.
Really?
But no, like all my songs mainly come from how I'm feeling. Like nothing I've ever written has been false, besides like I said, basing it off the show. But like that's basically the purpose of the EP, and I kind of wanted to in the future make it like a thing, like volume 1, volume too. Kind of like, you know, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, how
Yeah.
it's like mad volumes.
Uh-huh.
And I wanted to do that. It's like a progression of who I'm becoming throughout this whole process.
So I noticed that not only through your sound, but like I said before, like I watched some of your interviews from your time on the show, and you mentioned that one of your inspirations was Aretha Franklin. So I guess you know, she's such like an older artist from like an older time. Do you have anyone in the music industry now that you would want to work with, that you're inspired by?
Ooh. Let's see.
I hit Jack.
Because for me, I don't know, I never think about that. Because I'm very like open and willing to work, period. Like, let's say, I don't listen to a lot of music like that to give you names off the top. But let's say a country artist was like, could we collab? Yeah, we could collab. If it works out, cool. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Pop artist or R&B, rapper. Like, but I'm trying to think specifically. I know off the top, James Fountain was easy. Like, I work with him because his harmonies and layers are beautiful. I mean, anyone really. I don't specify.
The next question is that I guess I want to know more about your childhood. So how did you get into singing and stuff like that? And what I'm really curious about is how the hell did you balance being in high school as a high school student and also doing the show?
Okay, so I'm starting from the fetus. My dad told me that he used to put the guitar on my mom's stomach and like play the notes because he like really wanted me to be a part of music. So he would do that all the time. And, like, ever since I came out, I've always been like around my dad, like doing music because my mom was always working. So like I've just been surrounded by music in the house. Like I didn't really go out as a kid like that.
Right.
It's like it just wasn't a thing for me. But like I was always doing music, and like I remember like looking at big pictures of me when I was a little bit younger. I would be looking and my dad was like, "You see your hands, man?" Because they would be in like this crazy like position. He was like, "You were meant to play guitar," because they'd be like weird, and I'd be like, whatever. Growing up, like I sang in the opera house. I sang in this youth theater called Mosaic Youth Theater of Detroit. I did that throughout my whole life, including my whole family. I mean, I did marching band in middle school. I played bass drum, and in high school I played tuba. I never really had like lessons. Like everything that I did was so like, here you go, figure it out. And I mean, it's common sense. Even like me starting music on my own because I didn't make music like growing up. I mean, I wrote songs as like fun. Like I'm a 3-year-old. Music's always been like there. Growing up, like I don't know, I've always been surrounded by it, especially with my dad. And it sucks because like my dad would play music, but I would never know who it was by. So I know so much music, but I don't know that I know it until I hear it again. But yeah, that was like life growing up.
If you could use one word to describe music, what would it be and why?
I'd probably say journey.
Okay.
Because I think over time we've gotten confused about what music is supposed to be and what it's for. At least in my perspective. I can't speak for anyone else, but music is turned into a business, a way of making money, a way of surviving, in like a rent way or a food. Where really music is more so an expression of a moment, a journey of learning who you are. Through a different perspective. Because in life you learn who you are through experiences, through trial and error and stuff like that. But music kind of lets your internal thoughts kind of be external and you can see the growth. Because I can see the growth from songs that I wrote when I was like 16 to songs I'm writing now when I'm 21.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's like, it's just an internal journey of learning yourself.
Answer, yes. You can write that in the NSR book. Journey. So, thank you, Malaya, for being here with NSR.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, this was so much fun. Good time.
Same.
I had a great time. I hope you guys had a great time too with us doofy, goofy girls.
Doofy goofies.
Doofy, goofy girls over here. Goofy candy.
Can I get some Goofy cookies?
Designed by Malaya.
Right. It's like, you know,
And then
like,
it's our special candy. Thank you, Mona's Lounge, for having us here and doing our whole set. Very cute setup with light bulb that I did. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. And it's all out.